Streaming, YouTube and Twitch. We are back. So yes, I have talked about this a few times in the past, how outside of, Ghoulish, Life Giver, Solar Powered, there is one other way of getting passive regeneration. And I beat around the bush, and we've done other content, but let's just get it over with and taken care of. Welcome to the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Now, this is in the, what would that be, the western southern edge of the map, right here. And so I figure since we're already in the area, what we'll probably also do is obtain the BFG 9000 and investigate the distress beacon. And if we have time, we might pick up the gauze rifle prototype. We'll see. So here we are, Boston Mayoral. There isn't too much you can do outside, as you can see. The terminal unlocked. Simple job to get it open. And here, we've already got some storytelling going on. So, as we go in, and we're going to find out about why it's called the Boston Mayoral Shelter, let's just take a quick look around the location itself. So it's not too terribly much. It's a non-Vault Tech bunker, right? But what do we have right here? There's a door. We've got this construction plow? Bulldozer? What's the proper term? Not quite sure off the top of my head. Which is clearly attached chains to the door. Ripped it off the hinges. We've got dead bodies. As to be expected at most bunkers. People trying to get in. Security, in this case military, trying to keep them out. Lots of dead bodies, right? Not too unexpected at a bunker. People panicking during the apocalypse. Again, door was breached. More civilians and military fighting. Looks like this guy was trying to avoid the fight altogether by going stealth, or maybe he was going to try and assassinate the people invading. Got a generator. All seems kind of what you would expect from any sort of fallout shelter, right? Oh shoot. Now why is a turret firing blue lasers? That's very strange. again, another door pulled off its hinges. Well, it's a turret, right? We can override that. No big deal.
Sweet.
I think they've all been destroyed, though. At this point, by my backup. Alright, so far, nothing's out of the ordinary, aside from the fact that the turrets had blue lasers. What's up with that? Ah, yes, this floor. My favorite. I need a laser. Now, there are multiple ways of moving through the mayoral shelter. Go down that way, go the long way, go through here, into the grate, up through there. If you're a bit squishy, I would say take the grate, go more stealthy route. But let's go the long way, because I'm pretty much invulnerable, as we've established time and again. Where are your turret controls? Over here?
There we go.
Rad chems. Makes sense. Fallout shelter. Rad medication. Makes sense. And now we're starting to see the more personal side of the shelter. Again, makes perfect sense, right? The only weird thing is those blue lasers. Well, let's see why there was so much concentrated effort trying to break into this place. What is it about this place that got the people so cheesed off? that they were trying to break in even as the bombs fell. What non-Voltec experiment was going on here? What madness drove them so angry? Because clearly, not a Voltec vault. It's a bunker. You know, ironically, I actually have a dish rag that looks exactly like that. Same color, too. Though, obviously a bit cleaner. It's a dark beige, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, at one point I thought it was white, so I ran it through the wash, like, several times. No, it's actually beige. Well, that'll take us deeper. But I want to make sure we properly explore everything. Okay, storeroom. Again, nothing really out of the ordinary here. The storeroom. In a bunker. You just got what you expect is going to be in a storeroom. Dog meat, please.
Hey. That's it.
Safe key. Okay. Odd, but not unexpected. Alright. Trying to recreate a bathroom. You know, comforts of home. Trying to feel a little bit less intimidating of a, fallout shelter. Fair enough. Bedroom. Again, creature comforts. Nothing terribly unexpected.
Hey.
Guard update.
Found the mayor in the tub last night. Locked the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry. In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. Situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Security's too tight.
How close am I to leveling up? You know what? Since I do want to show you everything, and this is, I mean, it's not terribly much. You can see there's kind of some loot in there, medical supplies. Maybe I won't console command an extra level in. There isn't too much to talk about. As you can see, it's just medical supplies. That is a good question. I mean, we can assume that, like, with the food, it's just tons of preservatives. But other items, I really don't know. There's always been this theory, and I'm kind of half support it, that they wanted to set Fallout 3 and 4, and by extension, all that, like 20, 30 years after the bombs fell. It would kind of explain a lot of things. But while that might have made sense for 3, they definitely knew it was going to be 210 years for 4. So it doesn't make much sense there. And I can see the logic of it. It certainly explain a lot of things. But once you've committed to 200 years, I don't know. Maybe we can assume that the same preservative that they put in the food was in everything else. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. The entire aesthetic is the 60s aesthetic. Remember, in the 60s, we had asbestos in the walls. We had lead paint. So, it's very possible there's tons of preservatives in everything. It would fit the aesthetic. Bathroom key. Well, we know the mayor was apparently in here, and the mayor apparently locked himself in the bathroom and killed himself. Curiouser and curiouser. This is actually not one of them, is it? That's weird. So usually when you find wood blocks here, they spell out, but this is not. Is there a block missing? Because otherwise, this is I am D. Now, you could interpret that it's the father about to unalive himself, as the saying goes, and he like leaves this cryptic little note, "I am dead," and couldn't finish it. It's entirely plausible. But the story is starting to come together. I have been encumbered for ages, game. You should know this by now. Again, nothing unexpected. The locked bathroom. Well, dude drank a lot. We know he killed himself from the other log. And we can see how he did it. Let's hear why he did it.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way. I tried to build a place where our children could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I'd do anything for them, even at the expense of taxpayers' money. The mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you... well,
there we go. Things are falling into place. The mayor embezzled taxpayer money to build this bunker as a safe place to ride out the war for him, his wife, and his kids. The mob found out, were obviously furious because taxpayer money is being used on a personal event and basically screwing over the rest of the town. And they attempted to break in. Here we come to the master bedroom. Now, there's more to talk about. There are more holotapes to find. But we'll take care of them one at a time. Right now, just a quick look around. We explore. I don't know what they were expecting to see on TV, honestly. Now, things are about to go to pot as soon as I pick up this magazine. But this is the one we were talking about. This is why we came here.
Excellent.
Regenerates 1 point of health per minute. That is your passive regen.
Nice.
Any moment now. Shit's about to hit the fan. And the explanation for those blue lasers will become clear. Baseball uniform, I'm gonna need that. Now, if you had taken this, you would come through here.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly meet hostile sensor reading detected.
These places always make me special.
The Thants are here. But we don't want to go that way. That'll take us back up to the front. No, we have this entire bottom level to explore. So clearly, the boys have gotten into the action. I don't get that either. Some of the pre-war people's choices make no sense to me. Like, multiple vending machines inside of your shelter. Did you think that the Nuka-Cola delivery boys were going to keep coming and restocking your cola vendors after the war and the nukes fell? I mean, good on them if they did, I guess. Wrong button. That's the right button. The good old sports ball. Now, where is it? It is... Yeah. We'll deal with that in a second. I told you there was more holotapes, didn't I? Well, let's hear.
What was this for? Some kind of sport?
Yeah. So yeah, as I mentioned before, partially ejected.
Where are you, honey? I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared. This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault. When you come back... Oh, hold on. Looks like the little one's hungry. Shh. It's okay, baby girl. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here. Listen, when you come back, let's get out of here. Let them have this place. We don't need it. Love you, honey. See you soon.
Yeah. How about that? She was willing to give the entire bunker up to the mob, let them live in it. I don't know if she really considered sacrificing herself, her husband, and her baby to the nukes in the wasteland. But maybe she wasn't aware the bombs had fallen. But yeah, she was going to say, you know what? If the mob wants the fallout shelter, they can have it. Though, you have to ask yourself, if she had gotten to him and spoken to him and like, you know what? Let the mob have the place and left with him, how would she have reacted when the bombs fell and the radiation came in? Skills. I'm of two minds of adding skills to Fallout 4. Because ultimately all they do is they give you skill checks, and you can do skill checks with your specials and your perks. There are a few I need to emphasize this, very rare cases where you'll have intelligence checks and other skill checks inside the game. But they do exist, and they could have used them for more stuff. That's really my only complaint is, like with the contextual based, prompts, they could have used the skill checks more. It didn't always have to be like a straight charisma check or a straight intelligence check. Because you could do perk checks. It's totally a thing you can do. Now, the hole in the wall into the bunker. As if the invading mobs, the nukes, and your husband killing himself wasn't bad enough, um, there's one other small problem that this bunker had to deal with. Could have been pre-war, could have been post-war, because what's in here is definitely a pre-war creature. Hello, Mr. Deathclaw. Goodbye, Mr. Deathclaw. Yes. The final insult to the Bolt bunker. That's like my third fat man at this point.
Yes.
Junk jet. So here we are, the Boston mayoral shelter. Its story told. And, as you might have already picked up by now, we now know why the lasers are blue. But yeah, since I am very close to my next level, I'm definitely just going to grab Master. And then I am turned around, don't I? Because we've now run into two instances where we needed Master hacking. Now, with the boss boss and mayoral shelter cleared. Our next stop. Well, actually, that would be the simplest, wouldn't it? Because I can just go right to Somerville Place, investigate the duress signal coordinates, and then get over to the BFG.
Working on a farm is really boring.
Easy living. This ain't.
Hey,
Farming's as honest work gets. Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
I don't think I can get their help quest at the moment. I think I already have one.
Really use your help.
Oh, no, I can.
I'd be glad to help if I can.
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a... what's really too bad is it'd be if you can make sure the old work...
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thanks.
Sure.
Do you have a minute?
Jamaica Plain. Yeah, sure.
Sure, go ahead.
When we first met, I admit, I had my doubts about you, but you've done nothing but impress me. You're just who the Minutemen needed to bring us back from the brink.
I'm not sure I'm all that, Preston.
You don't give yourself enough credit. When I was a kid, the Minutemen were my heroes. They were the only good guys around, really. When I turned 17, I joined up with Ezra Hollis's company. He was one of the good ones. Really believed in the old-time Minuteman way. We had a few good years there. I felt like I was part of something bigger than me. Like I was really helping make the Commonwealth a better place.
And then, as usual, everything fell apart.
That's a cynical way to look at it. But yeah, things did fall apart. I'm sure there was a lot I didn't see or know enough to pay attention to. You know, the politics and rivalries and bad blood between the different groups. I guess General Becker was able to keep a lid on it, keep everyone more or less on the same team. But after he was killed, it all came out in the open. I couldn't believe it at first. These guys were supposed to be Minutemen. They were supposed to put their duty to the people ahead of everything else. You probably think I was pretty naive, huh? I guess I was. Still am, too. Even after everything. I still believe that the Minutemen can be what I always thought they were. The good guys.
We are the good guys.
We're doing our best. And a lot of it has to do with your example. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, thanks. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Anytime, Preston.
Thanks. We'd probably better get back to it.
Let's see, this one? Yep. Good old Preston Gravy, Commonwealth Minutemen.
No point in leaving that thing scavenging.
Game didn't like him. They just despawned that guy. Grain, again, against my protestation, Sarge wanted me to give you a copy of the newest backdoor for the Pip-Boy, instead of going through the current access to the lower-level code within the device. Once it does that, something quite interesting happens, and I'm wasting my time. All you need to do is pull the plug from the back of the Pip-Boy, carefully this time, then simply insert it into any Pip-Boy, provided the plug is removed, and the backdoor program should do the trick automatically. Once inside, we can pull data from any Pip-Boy you find, coordinates, logs, you name it. Sarge is hoping that if we find any vault dwellers in the field, we'll be able to locate more vaults through their Pip-Boys. You know what that means. Ah, hell, knowing you'll probably end up letting the vault dwellers to us rather than the other way around. I hope Sarge knows what he's doing. Holy crap, where to start? I'm just glad I had this thing to write all down. Been locked down this vault for weeks, and now I'm bored as hell. And the games, these things are all fast. It was fun putting notes saying kick me in Coloni's backpack for a while. Next thing you know, Brass says there's a paper shortage. Also, it's not exactly easy playing a prank on someone who spends all their time in their room. Me and the boys were trying to reprogram the Assaultrons to give them a wedgie, but yeah, less said about that, the better. It was then that I remembered Lazansky telling me that he reprogrammed our Pip-Boys for Sarge so we can better track our guys on glowing sea missions. Well, the joke's on you, Lazansky. I found a better use for your stupid program. I've got a few of the squad together and managed to break into the kitchen to take the week-old Mirelurk soup that had been smelling out of the canteen for teens. Then we hoisted it up by rope over the atrium. After that, all we had to do was watch Garoni walk down the hallway to get to dinner after everyone else had gone to bed. God, I can't even describe my anticipation watching the little crony blip move along my Pip-Boy screen. By the time the Pip appeared in the atrium, I lifted my head, and there he was, completely aware he was about to smell like a dead Mirelurk in the sun. Told Jones to pull. Next thing you know, the goop came falling on his head. His face was fucking picture. I swear, he was about to cry. I haven't seen him since. And then Sarge wanted to use these things to track us for the mission tomorrow. Is it my reading voice? I actually do have readings of bedtime stories on my YouTube. Wasn't the Somerville Place something that was asked for us to look at by travel guide? Can't recall. No, Jamaica Plains we have to go. We'll be going to soon. No, we actually did Jamaica Plains, so we don't have to worry about that one. I mean, I'll clear it off camera because it's not necessarily for you to see. For the secret of Jamaica Plains, we don't need to. So, the Gunner Pip-Boy coordinates are going to give us the, what was it called? It's either the Tesla cannon or the solar cannon. I think it's the Tesla cannon. And of course, in that same area, we have the BFG 9000. And we're going right into the glowing sea in the middle of the day. So this is literally me at my strongest. I've got my bonus health regeneration. I've got a full team. I've got solar powered, making me stronger. Come on, hit me with your best shot. I'll hit you with my best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Nah, that's okay. It's a decent attack. I'll give you that. what, 10% of my health? My attack. However, a little bit more. Now we are heading into the glowing sea, so the atmosphere is going to get rather unpleasant soon. But, as I've mentioned before, radiation only makes me stronger.
Let's get this over with.
Let's do it this way. It'll be easier to loot them in first person. Oh, wait a second. We're in the glowing sea. The radiation is high, higher than my regeneration rate, but I have special gear for this that I don't get to use too often. The Morgan spacesuit. Get a little bit of room. Apparently there's aggressives above us. That's fine. They'll take care of them for me. And once combat ends, my regeneration will go through the roof. As we've established. Now you're just being annoying. Let's make sure I can see a little bit better. Oh, I see you now. Leave my dog alone. I see ya. And there, with combat officially over, you could see my regeneration rate. And remember, we're in the middle of the glowing sea, which I've used with, which I've actually made heavier radiation with true storms. So, yeah. All right, let's check your Pip-Boy. I better use this thing for something. Maybe a confessional of sorts will make me feel better about what I did. Here goes. Coroni, he never exactly was the ideal mercenary, but we worked well as a team. He was good at all the technical stuff, hacking terminals, getting through automated doors, disabling turrets. Me, well, I finished the job. It all changed, though, when we signed up for the Gunners. They were paying far more than we could make on our own, so it seemed like a no-brainer at the time. Little I know what would happen when Coroni was forced to work with people other than myself. When I was assigned to my squad, it was like I had known them for years. We worked well together. The guys respected me for my marksmanship. But Crony was a different story. He was always an acquired taste, and his shyness frustrated Sarge. It was a mistake to shove a laser rifle into his hands when I knew his best skills lay elsewhere. I thought when we took the vault, things were going to change. He'd come out of his little shell. Instead, the opposite happened. These damn Pip-Boys, he's obsessed with them. He spends all his time playing those Pip-Boy games. I tried to snap him out of it, to tell him that Sarge is going to boot him out of the Gunners, or worse, but he always rebuffs me. It's funny, I still beat him in these games, despite him playing them longer than I ever have. If I hear best of 3 one more time, I might nap. Maybe one day he'll shape up, but I can't wait that long. I've got to do something quick. I owe him for saving my life. This vault is filled with chems, and it's not like they're going to miss a few shots of Psycho. I got a bad feeling about that. Yeah, because, Psycho does have the known side effect of, well, the name kind of says it. It does induce psychosis if overused. And, given what we're going to eventually see happen to Coroni, this might have been the start of his downfall. And the start of our painful. Alright. Enough beating around the Coroni. Office duties. Miss Hart, since I won't be here for tonight's service, I've hidden the key to the safe underneath the pew behind you. If you happen to need access to it for whatever reason, thank you for handling office duties tonight. Keep the key with you. I'll get it from you next Wednesday. Thanks again, Miss Klein. What's closer? The signal coordinate's there. BFG over there. I guess we'll go for the next signal coordinate. We really haven't talked about the relay towers, have we? So the relay towers, when you raise them, and they're scattered across the map, will unlock various broadcasts. And these are basically pre-war things. You know, basically everyone at the broadcast is going to be dead, but it is some fun scavenger hunt type of stuff. Yep. Distress signal, Skylines 1665. Unintelligible radio signal found. Oh, wait. The unintelligible one's fun. I'll leave it on until we can actually get audio off of it. But the unintelligible one's fun. I'll tell you about that one. I'm making a written report here in case anybody comes across my body. If you're unidentified, I'm Lieutenant Lansky, tech specialist on salvage team 20. Managed to locate the wreckage. It's likely intact, survived the crash. That said, we underestimated the hostiles we would likely encounter on our mission, and as a result, 2/3 of our platoon are dead or missing in action. It's likely I would have been right there with them if it wasn't for Coroni. I wasn't sure why the sergeant picked the private to accompany us on the mission, but for a moment I was glad he did. My good feeling for it lived, however. Despite saving us, Coroni wouldn't respond to orders. The only time he made so much as a peep was when our fire team killed a hospital. Every time that happened, Coroni would look anxiously for another mutation to put down. We tried to tell him that every hostile he killed risked us being swarmed once more. He wouldn't listen. It was as if he was determined to get the most kills out of all of us. Did you think this was some kind of game? We didn't hold our position for long. Even Coroni didn't fancy his chances with 2 death claws that flanked us. For once, we knew something. We ran to a nearby cave, and it appeared that beasts had lost their scent. It was there that we found some kind of pre-war weapon. Now, I had disassembled and reassembled a plasma rifle before, but this was like nothing I had ever seen. We had to get this back to base, but first, we had to get some rest. When I woke up, I discovered not only was all of our mentats gone, but Coroni was hunched over the weapon on a boulder, its constituent parts scattered across the rock face. At that time, even with death almost a certainty, I still couldn't let this promotion opportunity go. I tackled Coroni. He fought back. Once the fray started, the rest of the team jumped in. All of us fighting over the weapon. The noise attracted what was left of the glowing sea's population to our position, and soon we were running for our lives once more. To say we weren't so lucky this time was an understatement. I watched the rest of us being torn apart. The weapon? It worked. Coroni fired it mindlessly into the storm. Its effectiveness is clear, but it wasn't enough. The last I saw of him, he was running into the sea, the ribbons of electricity from his weapon slowly glowing tinier and tinier in the fog. I got away again. Most of me did anyway. I'm going to try and use the transmitter to radio for help. It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna have to switch over to the remnant signal, aren't I? Signal's getting weaker. Yep, definitely getting weaker. Give me a moment. Yeah, look at my health. It's already outdoing the rads. I do not like that sound. I see a cave. Let's head for the cave. This is the dispatch vehicle picked up.
Larry, Bucky, you guys can hear me. Stop messing around and come get me. Oh, I'm stuck in some shithole in the middle of the glowing sea. I wish I could give you better directions. Larry, remember that church steeple sticking out that we spotted a week ago? Go there, turn southwest up until you find the cave. It's hard to spot, and there may be a couple, but I'm in one of them. Radiation here was way more than I expected. Bring some Rad-X and a bunch of Rat-Away. I don't know how Bucky did it that one time. He must have had a better suit or something. From now on, no one goes into the glowing sea. Let Bucky's record stand. I'm too sick to move. So I'm gonna hunker down here until you guys get here. This has been a pre-recorded.
Go for a bit of range. Gotta love the glowing sea. Always chaos. I see the boys. Wow, I am not hitting anything. Glowing sea is always brutal. And we still haven't found whatever his name is. Chobani. We are on top of Chobani. You can hear it from when I open the Pip-Boy. Let me turn the game audio down. It is really loud. He's around here somewhere. Actually, this is a good time to see if how Ghoulish handles a glowing sea. Because there's going to be a point where a few more rads is going to hit me into the 990 rank. And if I have plus 3,000 radiation resistance, will that be enough? Well, not if my health, not if I get hit. No, I'm actually going to have to take Radix, I think. Or, well, Radix and Radaway. I am very powerful, but not that powerful yet. Yeah, just do it. Medicine. We'll throw a Radix and a Radaway. A little bit of health. Now you might notice something about the signal, even though I'm standing still. It's moving. So we're not just heading to a static location. Whatever signal we're tracking, it's It's on the move. Where are you moving towards? Actually, you know what? Probably not the worst option in my inventory. Can't fire. Good. towards the top. Might be towards the top. We are trying to track a moving target. There we go. Gun's working better now. Yeesh. Now, we are still trying to track the target. It is moving. Tell you one thing, if you've got the radiation resistance for it and you just want to grind XP, glowing C. Nope, wrong way, this way. Before 7.28 E3. Yep, explosive weapons. Don't actually have to be super accurate. Just have to roughly be in the right area. Goodness gracious. Corone, I'm beating your high score. I really should just get much higher Radax and Radaway going away. This place is brutal. Do 5.67. Nope. This is the hardest part of this, is actually catching up with the guy, because like I said, he roams. Not that way. This way? I'm beating your record, Kowalski, or Coroni. You want to come out and fight? $83.62. I'm listening for that rapid beeping. You know what? You guys are really cheesing me off. Let's see if I have a weapon with a little bit more punch than what I normally use. The radium rifle. Staggering. This could be useful. Finding this guy, my goodness. Jeez, I'm crow. I need something with high fire rate and punch. That looks promising. Much better. Let's boost the audio up a bit, but take down music. Yeah, it's the thunder that's super loud. There, now I can hear it a little bit better. The glowing sea can always find a way of kicking your ass. It is still super loud. Yeah, the most annoying part of this particular content quest is finding the guy. Because, yeah, it's a moving target in the glowing sea with constant enemies spawning. No, I can definitely hear it going super rapid now, so this was definitely the right place to be. So somewhere around the area I was just in was kind of where I need to be. I need to make like a vampire effect, a lifesteal, on hit, regenerate health. But I think that is the only real way of surviving long term here in the glowing sea. You need a regeneration effect. The aircraft is in pieces, but those pieces are intact. We are about to check inventory, see if we can carry some of their equipment back to the Vault 95. Then we saw a blue light in the fog. As it grew closer, we raised our weapons. I could hardly believe my eyes. It was that good-for-nothing Coroni! Didn't take long to guess why this coward survived. He had something hoisted over his shoulder, glowed brightly. Fucker was going to give away our position. Told him to put it down. He didn't. I told him it was an order. He didn't respond. We drew our weapons again. I ordered him once more. He stood there, and I told my men to approach. As they surrounded him, some kind of lightning bolt shot from that thing, turned felt into ash. We covered the area in bullets, but when the smoke cleared, that son of a bitch was gone. He couldn't go on one circuit without tripping over his shoelace, but now he can disappear in a flash? We darted into the fuselage for cover, and he came at us again. He didn't even take cover as he pursued us and took out 2 more of our men. I was as sure as dead, so I leapt at him and hit him squarely in the jaw. We fell to the floor of the cabin. What was left of us joined me in holding him down here. We hated the fact that we needed him alive, but command needed to know what happened out here. Otherwise, I would have shot the bastard myself. Bastard may have put up a good fight, but people like that, even with every advantage, they always lose. So, gamer plus psycho, yeah, probably. Ah, crap, and he is... Well, there's his lightning gun, and there's Coroni. Seriously, need to get away from him. No. Where is it? Coroni! can't see Karoni. No. Karoni. Karoni is my priority. Why can't I move? Yeah, as long as I hit somewhere around you, Karoni, it should be fine. Am I stuck? The game is freaking out. Karoni has broken my game. He's hacked into the actual game itself. No, I am actually stuck. I am legitimately stuck. They have somehow gotten me stuck in the actual architecture, and I can't move. No, I am legitimately stuck. Somehow Blitz might have got me stuck. I'm not sure. I should be able to fix it, though. No, I am legitimately stuck. I cannot move at all. Ah.
We have a situation.
To get a bit closer, I might be able to unstuck myself with Blitz. Nope. I am actively stuck. Nope, can't move. Can I fast travel? Not when enemies are nearby. And it's a glowing sea, so enemies are always nearby. Ah, great. Stuck in one place. Because somehow I broke it with Blitz, I think. Because Blitz does teleport you. Alright, let's try this.
I'm glad that's over.
Can I move? No, can't move. Doing a new save. Nope. Completely borked. So where is my last save before this? Wonderful. I have to do the Coroni fight all over again.
Let's get this over with.
There. Now Coroni's dead. And I can still move. That would explain why the Coroni fight was so hard. I couldn't move. I mean, it's a little hard to fight when you can't move and you can't turn. Ah, Coroni. Let's get your Pip-Boy data. Time for round 2. That's all he wrote down.
There we go.
The Tesla cannon. All that chaos against Tesla cannon. Alright, let's get the Fraggle Rock out of here. Get the BFG. And we can leave the glowing sea. Well, not forever, but at least for a while. Actually, I did want to get the unintelligible signal here.
Skylane 1665, 20 miles out.
Roger, Skylanes 1665, traffic short final. Clear to land on runway 18 left.
That is not the unintelligible signal. Yeah, we're just ignoring these guys. I am tired of you guys. The boys can fight you if they want to. Not anymore. Yeah, no, don't care about you either. Mother man. I'll get this place on the map. They really can stagger you. That's what you need a perk for. You need a perk to resist stagger. Then you get perma-staggered yourself. Almost there. Yeah, you see the big green plasma bolts in the front? Yeah, that's the BFG. This is also going to be a fight. However, in this case, I think I'll be fine. Oh, what's the problem, Mercy? The local wildlife get the better of you? I ignored Mercy and got blasted by the PFG while taunting Mercy. Yeah, probably wouldn't. Not my best course of action. All right, enough tomfoolery. My go-to weapon, the one that, well, for now, seems to be my best option because it does explosive damage, and explosive is so useful. Who knows what after I pick through here I've picked up. I don't think I've picked up another explosive weapon. Or a good staggering weapon, for that matter. Freezing plasma isn't too bad, though. You say that, and yet I see a head. Right, fine. There's a rat scorpion. Now, Mercy, where the heck are you? He's here somewhere? I'm hoping Mercy didn't, you know, drop through the floor. I'm hoping. I don't have to reload again because of a death physics bug. Don't have faith, though. Well, there is a fix for when this happens. Okay. Should an enemy you need to get something off of drop through the floor, you can save and reload, and they should re-drop into the world. Nope. Okay then. Well, I guess a good thing to check. Okay, we're gonna do another Radaway, another stim pack. Just gonna TCL instead of reloading the save again. And there she is. BFG 9000. Now, if you are traveling into the Red Rock, traveling into the Glowing Sea, the Red Rocket here is radiation free. So, if you are running with my Regeneration build, and you're in the Glowing Sea, and it's getting to be a little too much for you, duck in here. Give yourself a moment to heal. Which is what I'm going to do. Give myself a moment to heal. Then pop out, because I don't believe you can fast travel from inside.
I can pick this.
Well, we were just talking about how I need to get the master perks. As we're standing in front of one, let's do it now.
That's it.
I shall be fully healed shortly. But yes, that is the Tesla cannon and BFG creation content. All right. The entire reason I wanted to get the Tesla cannon, or the BFG, Sentinel, I got you a new weapon. Now you're going to need Argent plasma cells, but I have Argent plasma cells. Oh boy. Wow. These 3 little quests took us another 2 hours. That is absolutely insane. Well, I'll probably call the stream here, because honestly, that's a 4-hour stream, and I've got so much junk in my inventory. I'll probably do some minor stuff, But yeah, what will we focus on next time? What is worth talking about? Finch Farms we could do some stuff with. Museum of Witchcraft, Kingsport Lighthouse. Well, not technically not Kingsport. I do think though, because let's see. Yeah, I think that probably makes the most sense. So when we come back, I think the most logical thing to do, we're gonna go and do Saugus Ironworks, which will get us the heavy incinerator, get us the shish kebab. We get to talk about Saugus itself. Um, yeah, I think there's one other thing. I have some fireproof power armor in there as well, which is well, it's a mod, and you use it to get you access to the heavy flamer. But we'll see if we can walk in there with our own resistances. We got the Museum of Witchcraft, which will get us the Deathclaw egg and the paper mirror, which is more creation content. And let's see here. The Boston Bugle for the pint-sized problem. Now there should be a couple of things in that area we can talk about. Boston Bugle. So yeah, in that area we can look at. We can talk about we can do the good neighbor stuff I was talking about. We can do that, and we can also go to the Voltec Regional Headquarters. There's at least 3 things in that area: Hubris TV, Hubris Comics, Duca Ole Diner, Horse Power Armor. There's definitely a bunch of stuff we can do in this section of the map alone. And of course, this is all the Diamond City stuff. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff to work with. We've got the 3 things around Jamaica Plains, with Jamaica Plains Secret. We've got the Retake Quincy Creation Club content there. Got the Gauss Rifle prototype, which I believe is at GNR. So we can talk about the gunners a bit. And of course, got Quincy here. Which gets more CR stuff. Yeah, we've got the Good Neighbor section. We've got the Jamaica Plains section. We've got the museum section. And is there anything else of note? That is the solar cannon. Yeah, about 3 big sections. We'll try our best to explore. Where is it? I have got Coastal Cottage. Can I fast travel to it? But there was a question of whether or not you can start Fahaba without Nick. I don't think so, but let's pop out. Pop over to the cottage. Pop over to the Nanakos. And see what options we have available to us. Hanakos are just up the water. So let's do a quick stop by Nanako. I don't believe I can start Fahaba right now, but let's double check. Now the game is way too quiet. A little bit better. And as I said, the BFG. And then they even fully upgraded. Yes, you can upgrade to BFG. Is that the Nanakos? I think it is. Worst case scenario, we're going to have a fast travel point.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. It could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
Fucking hell, I think I can.
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
Sorry. I have this habit of running straight towards signs of trouble. Come to think of it, that explains a lot.
A good Samaritan? Fine. I'm out of options anyway, if you want to hear about it. My daughter is missing. It all started with this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Okay, apparently I can start Far Harbor. Without Nick. That's gonna add some interesting complications. But not right now. I got way too much crap in my inventory I need to sort. Which is, are you asking what I think is the best house, or are you saying that the home run is the best house? Home run's a decent house, but I don't think it's the best house. Kellogg's got a nice place though. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I did think I could just speed run Far Harbor. We won't be doing that right away. But yes, we'll be ending the stream here. I've got way too much inventory to sort for another 2 hours of stream. Yeah, next time we'll probably go and head over to Saugus and do that area, the Saugus and Salem section. I am so horribly over encumbered. Look at that madness. 3 times my carry weight, and that's after dumping the junk. I still do need to show you guys the Staggering Ripper, and it's absolutely devastating amount of damage. Any final questions before I end the stream? Might as well leave things open while I just dump stuff in here. Feel any questions before we end it? I probably should carry a giant weapon on me at some point. I got to the plasma in the Institute. I don't know which one's going to make my best sniper weapon. Junk jet. You know what? I'll also see about turning this into a sniper weapon, because if we're going to pick up the heavy incinerator soon, we'll already have a flamer. My goodness. Look at all of this crap we picked up. There's a Tesla cannon. Yeah, that might make my best sniper weapon. That's kind of ironic, but that might be my best sniper weapon at a range of 395. Yeesh. Need a baseball cap. again, just giving it a minute or so we can field any final questions. Chameleon gear. You know, if I have enough chameleon gear, I'm gonna throw it on top of the Chinese stealth armor. Let's see how stealthy we can get. Right leg and left leg. Let's start. So much crap in my inventory. Alright, officially. I've given you guys some time to respond. Let's end it here. Oh boy.